Hey guys, it's Mark with Bees Music Shop at the NAMM 2023 show. We're here again with Bill, and we are with Mario of Godin Guitars. How's it going today?
Very good. Yourself?
Super good.
Awesome.
Tell us a little bit about what you got in your hands here.
Yeah, welcome Bees Music to NAMM 2023. We're particularly proud this year to reintroduce an old flagship model at a very special price point, our S6 Original. And I'm going to turn it over to Mario to give you a few of the features about this all North American made instrument, solid cedar top, coming to Bees Music real soon. Mario, tell us about it.
So we wanted to do something special for the 40th anniversary. We quite didn't make it for last year, so it's kind of or the 41 point mark, but still close enough. And we noticed online there was a lot of guys that were talking about, I got an original S6, I got an original S6, and they would post it. We thought that was pretty cool. And they had the original, cut off headstock, and they talked about the natural sides that they enjoyed. So we said, why don't we make a reissue, a throwback to the way we used to make them. And basically just all wild cherry back and sides with a solid cedar top. It's an actual pressure tested top, so it's very stiff. It allows us to make them very thin so that they vibrate freely. Even the label, we went with the old school blue label, like the way we used to make them. And we wanted to capture that price point that we had back in the day, which was $5.99 at price. Still 100% made in Canada. And this is called the S6 Collection 82. And we're definitely going to introduce different body shapes and models in that Collection 82 as a throwback to the originals. I think this is pretty cool if you want to. So in the same spirit, just packing a lot of value in a guitar. The 40th anniversary is the Ruby Red color, so we spent a lot of time with trying to get a color that matched with the top and sides. This is all solid mahogany back and sides with a solid cedar top in a ruby red finish. We call this the M6. This guitar comes with a Sonotone Fishman sound hole pickup. Like I mentioned, the mahogany back and sides, which are solid, all made in Canada, of course, and Indian rosewood. And it comes with a gig bag. And I wanted to mention the open gear tuners. The sides are a little shallower, so it's really comfortable to play. It cuts through nicely in a mix or live. And we're really proud of this one, and it seems to be one of the things at the show that people are gravitating to. New for this year, as you know, Godin Guitars has always been pushing the envelope of nylon string hybrid guitars, and this is no different for this year. We have the new Multiac Mundial series, which comes in a blue, comes in a cream, a canyon burst, and a red model. And it features the same system as the Multiac Encore, which is an undersaddle pickup, which you can blend to the body sensor that's beneath the top. So you can get a lot of different sounds from something that's very cut through and very distinct. Is that the word, distinct? Or maybe a little bit more, piercing through. And as you add the body sensor, you can actually tap on the guitar. It adds a little bit more body to the sound. You got your volume, treble, mid, bass, and your blend, like I mentioned. And again, this is a new price point for us. We're using an acoustic finish that we polished to a high gloss. These are streeting at $12.99 with a gig bag, and again, 100% made in Canada. In that same spirit, we wanted to make something for the electric guitar player that wants to play nylon string. We get asked for that very often. So what we did is we kind of incorporated an electric guitar neck with a solid cedar top. This is all chambered on the inside, so it's built just like an acoustic. It's got obviously a thinner nut width, but we've customized it with real nylon string tuners. So you're not there all day just trying to tune your guitar. So it feels really nice. The extra long scale, it's 25.5, gives you more tension. And it also has an active volume and tone control with the battery pack right in the back. What I like about this system is that it's very musical and very responsive. So you can go from that's the word, attack. It's got a lot of attack. But if you kind of just lower your tone a little bit, you get all these nice variations of deeper sounds, a little bit more classical sounding, or straight up, a little bit more poppy, that cuts through a little bit more. And we did that on purpose. We worked really hard. We EQ'd the system to nylon string guitars. So we didn't just take any system, and it's a custom Godin system that we use that we voiced for a nylon string. So this is called the G-Tour, and this is the new color for 2023. Moving on to our electrics. Again, you know, we like to pack a lot of value and punch into the guitars and use all the components that us as guitar fans and makers of guitars we'd like to hear. So we kind of just tried different pickups and different variations. In this model, which is the Stadium T Pro, we're using a TV Jones in the neck and a Lawler in the bridge. We've got a diagonal switch here, easy to access. We've got this really nice bridge that allows you, a lot of the pet peeves when you're talking about guitars like this are the fact that it's more difficult to intonate. In this case, it's very easy. We've got the brass saddles and they're 100% intonatable every single string. So there's no need to kind of compromise. And we're using this nice, almost like a torrefied varnish to kind of mimic that worn-in look, or that, you know, aged look. So this guitar here in the Stadium T Pro, I'll show you, Stadium Pro, excuse me, comes in a variety of finishes. It comes in a sunset burst. Whoops. And we have a limited edition 2023 model in this Pacific burst. This is a Pacific Blue. So this one, so they're all available, but this is the limited one for 2023 in this color. In that same vein, what we did, we have the Session T Pro. This is a really cool guitar. We're using a couple of SSL Seymour Duncans along with a Seymour Duncan Saturday Night Special, which you can split the coil on. So an extremely versatile guitar. We have a really cool trem that we call the True Lock trem. What I like about this trem is, as you know, sometimes you get that little wiggle in your trem arm. Well, what you can do is you can remove that by simply putting your Allen key right in there and tightening it, and it kind of removes that wiggle. On this model, since it does have a trem, we've included locking tuners. Same as the Stadiums, we used an acoustic finish that we polished to a high gloss, so it's a light guitar. It's not as, you know, heavy or you know, those big thick glosses. It feels really natural. And color-wise, we have it in cream, we have it in blue, and we have it in what we call a Canyon Burst. And this is in the double cut guitars. This is the limited edition for 2023. By the way, the back plate will be included in the gig bag. We just wanted to leave it open for the show. And there you go. So that's the Session T Pros. These all street at $13.99. This series actually starts at a little bit lower price point. So these are $10.49 for the semi-gloss version with a hardtail, with Godin humbuckers. You can still split the coils, and then it goes up to, it's available in blue as well. Then it goes up to the reverse headstock. This is $11.99 street with a couple of lace sensors and a Seymour Duncan at the bridge. Again, hardtail, you can split the coil, and then it moves up from there to these at $13.99. So as you can see, all Canadian made. We're using a lot of American components, and we're really proud of these guitars this year, and it seems like everyone is digging them as well.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.